What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We've just hit 20k subscribers, so thank you all so much. Let's get to 30k and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. Plenty of free crypto and goodies down there. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and the bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and this is probably because you haven't hit the bell icon. Thank you again for all your support. The algorithm is slamming a lot of content creators right now, so we really appreciate all your support. And we're so proud of the amazing community that we built, so make sure to jump into the Telegram and the free Discord. So we're just taking a look at Elrond here, and as you can see, it's had quite a significant rollover over the past few weeks, hasn't it? Getting a very decent correction. We did see a big moon that we saw here, this massive parabolic moon that we saw because of the Mara exchange being released. Obviously, it had a few problems, and with the bearish sentiment of the market, it looks as though Elrond absolutely rolled over here, all the way back down to around $250 currently, on the money actually, pretty much. You can see here, all of our technical analysis is in here, and we have highlighted some of the key levels, but overall, Elrond looking as though it just got really horribly overextended, didn't it? And it's gone from crazily overbought on our RSI here to pretty damn oversold in the very short space of time. You can see here we obviously pulled our Fibonacci from that previous all-time high that we saw in, what was this, April-May time, down to that swing low at around $50. What a crazy sell-off that was, by the way. That's, I mean, what is that, 80%? 80% sell-off there for Elrond from that all-time high at $250 back down to 50. But you can see obviously Fibonacci levels all respected perfectly on the way back up. Resistance, support, flipped into resistance, flipped into support, sorry. Resistance here flipped. As you can see, resistance, support. We come up to that big swing high at $300, psychological resistance. Roll over to support, resistance, coiling up, slowly making our way to the upside, coiling in a motion like this. Looking like we get the breakout, the back test. We come up, we range in between the previous all-time high and the new all-time high for a little while. Obviously, the Mara exchange, massive catalyst, huge price explosion, all the way up to $550-ish there. Absolutely crazy. Obviously, we come back down, we try and hold that previous, there's a previous level here if we just take a look at the 1 hour chart. Something like this. As you can see here, we've got that $400 psychological level that we were talking about. Obviously, there's a little bit of structure in this area as well. We come up like this, we come back down, we try and hold that $400 level, but we lose it as support. So we come down to that 127 extension of that fib that we talked about, that we pulled in May. From that high to that $250 down to the low at $50, we come down, that 127 extension at $375 there where we find support. We have one last rally to the upside, but we lose support again with the market looking quite bearish. We flip it into resistance, so we fall to our next level of support, coming down to, what was this, $330, this previous all-time high. We try and hold support here, but obviously with the market absolutely collapsing on the 4th of December, we saw Elrond lose a lot of support. Coil up here, we come back up inside of that little range that we had previously highlighted here, but then we lost support once again. We come down, retested resistance, and then eventually obviously we have actually rolled over again. We come back down to the previous all-time high from so long ago, that fib, that 00 fib level, where we're basically back at break even of the Fibonacci pull. We get the overextension, but we pick back up. We have a really decent rally to the upside here, all the way back up to $345-ish here. We reclaimed a lot of levels, but we just couldn't hold them as support, could we? And then obviously with Bitcoin just continuing to look bearish, we've seen Elrond just, kind of sell off, and we're pretty much back where we started, to be honest. All the way back in, where are we here? Let's have a look. Was the 11th of April? We're pretty much back where we started after all of this price action. As you can see here, we are pretty much, back to square one in this area here with massive sell-off, big pump, and now big sell-off again. Back to break even, but the macro trend for Elrond looking very positive indeed. Huge run up, sell off, run up, sell off, but making higher highs and higher lows all the time. We do think Elrond is a really good project. Once they do start launching a lot of DeFi, getting their ecosystem fleshed out, we do think there's going to be more and more demand for the token. Overall, right now, I think people are just farming it on the Mara exchange, and that's why we saw such a big sell off, because people, the exchange went down for like 4 or 5 days, maybe even a week, I think. Which was obviously quite bearish for sentiment, because this was the whole reason for this pump, and it dumped just as hard because of that, in our opinion, obviously in combination with market sentiment. But overall, we do think Elrond is a good project, and it's going to continue to do well in our opinion. It's just having a bit of a, overextended sell-off right now, but we do think it's going to come back. You can see bullish divergences here. So we can take a look at some short-term price predictions then. Obviously, if we roll over any significant way in the market, we do have this previous level here that we did highlight at around $216, where we could see a bit of a bounce. But overall, we have got a very strong level of support, in our opinion, at around that $225 mark. If we do roll over significantly in the market, though, we could come down to around that $200 level. That would be a very strong support, in our opinion. A really big psychological number. And obviously, moving back to the upside, we do want to target these levels here. That $300 level is going to be a key one, isn't it? A big psychological target. Getting back inside this little range that we did see to, this has had a good amount of confluence in the chart for a while, hasn't it? This little range here. Getting back into this, maybe, ranging inside it for a while, and then, getting the break back up towards some of those levels we're looking for. So Elrond in the short term, it's been doing pretty bad, hasn't it? There's no denying that it's been selling off, but the macro structure hasn't changed. It looks very, very strong for the long term. And we do think Elrond, we did say $500 to $1,000, maybe even over $1,000 by the end of the bull run. Very, very likely, in our opinion. That's still only a 4x from here, which is very likely considering, the market cap for Elrond's still fairly low. And we have seen how well these other L1s have done. Avalanche and Solana being obviously prominent examples of how much these things can run. So I'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with 4 videos we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. There are 3 tiers giving you access to our private Discord. Crypto Supporter is available if you just want to help us out a small amount. Crypto Maximalist is our main tier, which gives you access to detailed daily technical analysis and signals, weekly and monthly coin calls, and insights into our personal moves, while Maximalist Gold takes it a step further, giving you an insight into our personal portfolio tracker, super low cap gem research, and a 100x portfolio we're constructing and updating, and access to us personally as a resource to discuss your portfolio via Messenger. Make sure to check it out. You can also sign up to our free Telegram and public Discord via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.